So let's dive into shoulder pain. And when we focus on the shoulders, we have three different areas that we need to focus on: the thoracic spine, and we want to enhance rotation, extension, and flexion of the thoracic spine. We want to increase the stability and strength of our scapula, our scapular-thoracic joint. And then we want our shoulder joint to be able to move and improve range of motion in our glenohumeral joint. Now, our thoracic spine and shoulder pain. Our primary role of the thoracic spine, remember, is mobility. We want to be able to flex, extend. We want to be able to rotate, especially for our golf swing. And because the thoracic spine, that's what it's made to do. Now, if you have a stiff thoracic spine, that means your lumbar spine takes a lot of the pain. And that's when you end up with the low back pain. So, but the thoracic spine, we're still talking shoulders. So just remember that the thoracic spine can affect your shoulders, can also affect your low back. But when the thoracic spine is tight, then the shoulders become overworked and they really start having to work too hard. So the shoulder area, we got to look at the scapula. If you have poor scapular stability, you end up with shoulder pain. You start having rotator cuff issues, or if you have rotator cuff issues, that can decrease your shoulder stability, and you can have a loss of range of motion. And of course, we don't want that. So you're going to try something. I want you to try this little test because we're so hunched over at our desks all the time, or we're in the car, we slouch when we really don't even think about it, and that's not good. So I'm going to push back a little bit. I just want you to kind of slouch over and think about if you're typing away, I want you to just try to raise your arms up overhead. See how far you can come up. And sometimes not very far. And now I just want you to sit up tall, really tall, and then now see how much farther you can actually come back when you do that. So when we have good posture, that always helps when it comes to mobility and flexibility in our joints. Okay, so let's dive into some shoulder exercises that you're gonna be able to do. We're gonna do an internal, external rotation. We're gonna do some wall slides and then a half kneeling thoracic spine rotation. With the rotations, half kneeling T-spine rotations, it's best if you can have a small foam roller. So I'm gonna stop the share again. Okay, so for this one, as I move my computer, I just want you to be able to see really well. So this first one that I'm gonna do is just internal, external shoulder rotation. So you want to have a wall where your feet are just a few inches from the wall, but your butt is on the wall, your thoracic spine's on the wall, and so is the back of your head. And then you're gonna put your arms at a 90-degree angle, and then just practice going up and down. How well are you able? Are you able to keep your elbows on the wall? And are you able to touch your hands, back your hands up and your palms down when you do this? Practice that exercise. It'll help work on rotation in that shoulder area. The next exercise is wall slides. Now I'm going to tell you, I picked this exercise because I struggle with this exercise and I didn't want to be able to do them all well for you and not have you think that, all instructors can do everything because we struggle too. So with this, you're going to put your arms at 90, again, butt on the wall, head back on the wall, and then you're going to take your arms up and then bring them down. Try to straighten your arms up as far as you can, keeping those elbows. This is all the farther I can really go, and then come back down. There's people I know who can go all the way straight up with those elbows on and back down, but that is something that even I need to work on that exercise. But give that one a try because it's a doozy. Okay, so this next one that I'm going to show you, hang on, let me adjust this a little bit. So you're going to take the foam roller, you're going to have a mat, we're going to go so that way we are going to be using a wall. You're going to take the foam roller, put it I have my left knee up and I'm pressing the foam roller into the wall. And I want this, if possible, because it takes out a lot of my lumbar spine. I'm gonna put my arm so that way I'm shoulder level. And then I'm just gonna rotate open as I push my knee. I'm gonna rotate open as best I can and come back. Rotate open. This way we can target more of your thoracic spine instead of your lumbar, your low back. We want to target the thoracic spine. 8 to 10 of these on each side, few sets of those. You're going to love it.